it takes years to really learn the craft. And actually, I don't even think that I've learned it, because the more I paint, the more I realize that I have so much more to learn. But it took me years and taking workshops with a lot of wonderful artists that I admire. But I always was looking for my voice. I didn't want to be a clone of somebody else. I wanted to find my own voice. And a wonderful artist and teacher, I was asking him that one day, and he said, well, paint what you love and you will find your voice. And one day I was studying a great artist that I admire, that I have studied for many years, which is Joaquín Sorolla y Bastida, the great Spanish artist. And I've always been attracted to horses, and I thought, gosh, I wish I could go to Spain, south of Spain, Andalusia, and paint some of those, women on the horses, las sevillanas, whatever. But I couldn't. And then I thought, oh, wait a minute, my grandfather's sport that he loved, which is la charreria. That's my maternal grandfather. And then I thought, oh, wait a minute, there is a lienzo charro, a Mexican rodeo here in San Antonio. And I thought, wait a minute, I'm going to go look for those. And so I was very blessed, because there's a lot of charros here in San Antonio. And there's actually what is considered the oldest lienzo charro in the United States is here in San Antonio. So I headed out there, and I went to the event, and I was just in heaven. I was just in awe to see these men and women, and these true athletes that ride with such fearlessness and such training, and I just loved it. And so I started painting the subject matter, and I submitted to several galleries that used to represent me. I think it was in Santa Fe or something, and seemed like people enjoyed it. I didn't really know what I was actually, people say I did or was doing or whatever, but as to finding my voice. And then I submitted a painting to the American Impressionist Society, which then I was very fortunate to have won Best of Show. And that immediately, it immediately pushed me into Western art. And without knowing, I didn't know I was doing this. I was just painting what I loved. And I loved it, and it showed. And I thought, wait a minute. La charreria is very much part of contemporary Western art, because a lot of people don't know that Mexican charros have been in the States for many, many years. Actually, I believe the first association was created in 1923 in the States of charros. So it's 100 years at least, and much more than that. So I said, wait a minute, I'm painting something that I understand, that I love, that I think I can open a new dialogue in Western art about it. And then I started painting charreria, and then I just fell in love with the girls. I always wanted to ride more horses. I did ride some, but not as much as I wanted. And it's funny, because I was just thinking yesterday, my mom brought me my baby book, and my grandmother, she had written that I begged and begged that I wanted a horse, and I wanted a horse. And I thought that was funny, because I was attracted since I was a baby to these. So I started painting the girls, and the girls in the charreria were always a very important part, but they were more in a back plane. They were not as important as the charros. And so, without even knowing it, I started bringing them to a more important part, and that's what they say. But mostly, it opened a dialogue in contemporary Western art, for people to know this is very much part of Western art. Now, it has been hard. It was hard to open, to open that door, and but it's been very rewarding. And I feel very lucky to have done it. And like or still do it. Like I said, painting things that would open dialogue as to, wait a minute, are these just girls that are riding horses? What are they? Is this in it? Well, this is the national sport of Mexico, which a lot of people know. I have mentioned it. My grandfather very much was involved in making it, was very involved in trying to make it the national sport of Mexico, which was achieved in 1931. So there is that connection that with my heritage. So I found that in Western art, not only the artists, but the collectors are highly educated. They know exactly when you paint a Native American scene, they know what tribe, what outfit, or if they're painting Western, what hat with what tack or whatever, they know it very well. Well, I didn't know it, but I knew Mexican charreria, and I knew I could understand it. And my goal has been to represent it with a lot of respect and dignity as I should, so I try and do that and try and educate people. Listen, there is a reason for these outfits. There's a reason why they go up out to the neck. There's a reason why you don't put sequins. Because there's rules and regulations. So I am trying to do my little part of keeping this tradition, preserving my heritage alive in Western art. And I guess people say, well, she found a niche. No, I think the niche found me because I painted what I loved. And that is what I tell my friends and students: find something that you really love and you will find your voice.